And that epidemic, my friends, you're well aware of it. You've heard this before. It kills 115 Americans every day. And why does this happen? Does it have to be like this? No, because you can get relief from an all-natural solution that'll bring balance and less pain to your body. And that solution is cannabidiol or CBD. It's an extract from the hemp plant. Now, this is not something new. The roots of CBD go back thousands of years, and its healing properties are well documented throughout history. But in the early 1900s, the United States government and a few titans of industry just follow the money. The people who have it know what to do with it. They thought it was in their best interest to remove cannabis from its position as a method to treat physical disorders naturally and affordably. So what they do? Well, they demonized it, they criminalized it, and the collective result was a nation of citizens with unbalanced endocannabinoid systems and an increase in inflammation associated with disease and pain. Now, the endocannabinoid system is responsible for influencing and stimulating homeostasis or balance in your immune and nervous systems. It's a pretty important thing. But the basic deal is that our endocannabinoid systems were sort of sleeping. They didn't die. They didn't go away because, they could stay stimulated with some of the vegetables and foods that we were eating, but nowhere near enough. So anyway, CBD is going to turn it all around. Why? Enter Nexcel, the health and wellness company. And during our brief company overview, we're going to explain Nexcel's story and how it can be your story. It is indeed a story about the return of a natural, essential hemp oil called cannabidiol, and the financial security that you can achieve through a unique and powerful business model. We've got a couple of guests on the phone tonight. I already know that. My name is Bob Dorsey. I'm at Nexcel, and I'm pleased to share this information with you. We do it every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. We're going to change that up a little bit. We'll tell you about it in a few minutes. But by the end of this presentation, you're going to understand what Nexcel is and what it does. You're also going to know the therapeutic benefits of CBD and the financial benefits that Nexcel offers. Then you're going to be asked to make an informed decision to be a part of this lucrative business. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a business. So let's get started. What is Nexcel and what do we do? Well, first of all, Nexcel is in the personal financial security business, and it's driven by the awesome therapeutic benefits of cannabidiol or CBD. Nexcel is headquartered in Austin, Texas. Our founder and CEO, Steve Smith, he named the company. He was also the co-architect of the highly successful marketing phenom, Excel Telecommunications. Excel was a relationship marketing company that achieved $1.5 billion in sales and revenue in just a few short years. It was also the youngest company publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. And by the way, I was there. That's Steve 25 years ago. That's where I met him. And Excel reached $1 billion in sales faster than Microsoft. Now, what we should be inspired by is that the Nexcel business structure is the same as Excel, the company that grew faster than Microsoft. Now, with the reemergence of CBD, Steve took action, and he gave Nexcel a first mover advantage. We're still in it, by the way, and we're playing in the health and wellness market. He combined an exceptional CBD line, an aggressive marketing plan, and a proven business model to create an environment fertile enough to earn serious money through a simple act. And that act is to introduce Nexcel CBD to everybody. And when you join Nexcel, you're part of the team. Your team is your sponsor and the others in the organization that came before you, but each one is responsible to help you succeed. When you get involved, you're going to get your own website. You're going to get online training, weekly conference calls from the leadership team, and business support materials to help you grow your business. I've got my brother Roy Bilberry on the phone today. He always sports me on Tuesday and Thursday. He'll chime in a few minutes. tell us what we're working on, what we got accomplished, and it's getting good. We've got it all going on. All we need now is a whole bunch of people, and it's incumbent upon us to find them. We know who they are, and if we don't, we'll find them anyway, believe me. Oh, by the way, as a managing representative, you're capable of, not capable, allowed, at the benefit that we have, to purchase 4 CBD products at the highest volume discount price. So if you're all about saving money as well as making it, that's the best way to do it. So let's move on to our superior product line, okay? CBD is legal in all 50 states. And we always talk about these people, Forbes, CNBC, Yahoo Finance, and the Wall Street Journal. And they all report that growth in the legal cannabis market is phenomenal. And well, what's phenomenal? Well, because Nextel CBD has 0 THC, that's the component in marijuana. That's what gets people high. Our CBD is pure processed hemp oil, no THC, and the United States CBD consumer sales currently, Tom, there's the legal side. It's all non-THC products. $512.7 million. That's why I say the window of opportunity is still here. It's forecast to grow to $2.2 billion by 2020. And I always quip, the older I get, time flies. $2.2 billion by 2020. That seems to be like next Tuesday to me. But the opportunity is great. The global market, it will be there as well. It's expected to reach $57 billion by 2027. Now, that seems a little further down the pike for me, but it's not. And that dollar figure represents millions of people who will have the potential to change the quality of their lives when they're introduced to Nextel through our influence. That's what we got to do. We got to tell people about it. By the way, the United States, I kind of, criticized them before, but maybe it was all a setup. Yeah, right. It was a setup, all right. They finally realized that they had to embrace the health benefits of cannabidiol, and the FDA recently approved Epidiolex. And I was speaking with a person today about that. Epidiolex is the first CBD product used for treating epilepsy, specifically this epileptic strain called Dravet. Terrible strain of epilepsy. And that strain happens to be resistant to the pharmaceuticals that were available on the market. So, the powers that be said, well, if somebody's got a better way to go, you might as well bring it on. They did. And now people are getting treated with the CBD product. So what's the driver behind this acceptance? Well, it works, and it works for me. It works for a lot of people. I don't know very many people who say it doesn't work. Some people don't have the discipline to do it. Some people are just going to eat the way they want to eat, sit around the way they sit around, and they've got an opportunity to make their body start humming like a Ferrari, and they won't do it anyway. So it doesn't make any difference. But maybe we'll get to them. After a while, the acceptance of this is going to get better and better. And back to our business opportunity here, the wealth side of this, our mission is to spread the word and increase the awareness of this powerful solution. And you can get paid handsomely to do it. People are starting to make some pretty good money. As a matter of fact, let me tell you this. I'll review what I shared on Saturday when Rose was on the phone as well. Dr. Aguilar in El Paso is purchasing about $2,000 worth of CBD a week. I hate to tell you, my friends, but that's a lot of CBD, and he's just warming up. He's got a lot of influence. Yes, he's a doctor. But if he's buying it the way he's buying it, and he's selling it properly, which I'm sure he is, with a handsome markup, that means he's making money every week, and he could double his money if he's out there marketing it at the high retail side. But as a physician, I'm sure he takes care of a lot of patients, and I'm sure he gives some away as well. But nonetheless, that's great. We talked about Judy Dunfield the other day too. I haven't met Judy, but she opened up her own retail operation. She's doing really well. Now, so I said this Saturday, and you can all take this to heart too. We're all not doctors. We all can't be doctors. And not everybody is expected to go out and open up a retail operation, but you can sell at retail out of the back of your car if you're just out there talking to people. There is some money to be made. You ought to be able to do it. But in order for us to jump through this window of opportunity, we got to tell a whole lot of people. And in a few minutes, you're going to find out about that, what we call it, leverage. We're going to rely on a lot of people doing a little bit of work. So anyway, Nexel offers we offer a lot of products, but 3 core products. Tincture, you put that under your tongue. You can rub it on your skin as well. We've got gel caps and a soothing topical salve. And all of them are water soluble. They're pure, they're THC free, as we mentioned, and they're competitively priced. Our supplier, by the way, most of you know this, it's the largest hemp grower and processor in the country. And it has a patent pending nano-emulsion technology, which boasts a 50% absorption rate. That's very high. Do some research on absorption. But that's an outstanding absorption rate when you compare it to the 10% absorption rate of the liposomal process that our competitors use. And incredibly, 85% of the other CBD processors, our competition, by the way, which is really not competition, uses the liposomal process, 10% absorption. That means it takes a long time to get into your body. You got to have a heck more of it to do what ours is doing with one dose. All right, so we covered Nexel and what we do, and now you know a little bit about the products. We talked about the suffering of people in the beginning, and this is most likely the solution to all of those things. And now you know that we can't claim to cure anything. But let's just say that we can improve the quality of lives of people. There are people on the phone who can say amen, because by the grace of God and a little bit of CBD, we are fixing things, and that's phenomenal. All right. Plus, all of you who are in the business, guys, just make sure that you don't use the word cure. It doesn't happen. FDA won't allow us to say that. But seeing we're all friends on the phone, I think it cures a lot of stuff. We just can't say that. You just go out there as best you can and say, try it. It's going to work. I promise you. And if it doesn't, they won't be your customer. But if it does, they're never going to leave you. And that's what the financial security is all about. All right, let's spend a little time about our financial opportunity. What's in it for you? Well, first of all, Nexel's compensation plan is exceptional. It really is. And the business model is relationship or referral marketing based upon leverage. Relationship marketing just says, if you know a whole lot of people, you have a relationship with them, just as friends or acquaintances. But referral marketing is based upon leverage as well. Everybody's doing it today. We just don't get paid to do it, for God's sakes. Go to a nice restaurant, go to a movie, you've got a great mechanic. Everybody goes out there and says, man, this is what I did, or this is what I tasted, or this is what I experienced, or go see this movie. Nobody pays us for it. Referral marketing is based upon leverage. If a whole lot of people are talking about a good thing, there is the capacity to make a whole lot of money based upon people doing just a little bit of work. But let's explain this. Nothing happens until you've got a few customers. Okay, we're going to start with 3. And as managing representatives, there's a few steps that you can take toward building financial independence. I'm going to talk about 3 of them. First one is go out there. You already know people who are sick. Okay, register 3 new customers, and each customer will be invited to purchase the Welcome Essentials. We used to call them samples in the day, but this is far better than samples. It is a welcome to the experience. It's a welcome to the company, and we're welcoming them to participate in that. And each one of these Welcome Essentials are $30. So they consist of 2 5-day samples of our core products, or for one person, it'll last 10 days. But then they're going to run out. Then they're going to have to come back and buy some more, and that's really cool because if it's working, they'll do that, and most people are. Welcome Essentials and any product that we move through our customer base is counted as one customer point. So we're going to start with 3. As you move through the system, you're going to need more. But when we do our training and we have a few little conversations, there are ways through your recruiting, excuse me, that you'll get all the points that you need. But you got to be recruiting. You got to bring people into the business, okay? Let's talk a little bit about the money. This is the second thing that you ought to know. Excel is going to pay $100 for 3 $30 transactions. So if you go find 3 people that you can get to purchase the Welcome Essentials, Excel is going to give you $100. Well, that's pretty darn good. You sell them for $90, you get $100 back. But it doesn't stop there because there's $140 extra dollars that go out to others, and you can include yourself as soon as you build your organization by helping other people that you care about, okay? Bring them into the business. Simply leveraging your efforts are going to create financial security over time. So even if you don't like money, you don't have to love it. If you don't like it, if you got plenty of it, well, just earn it anyway and give it away. What an outstanding way to do it. I've always said that, you can help people all day long with time and kind words and do whatever. If you're sitting in a financial position, I mean a real healthy financial position, you can help a whole lot of people, all right? Then another thing, once you start gathering customers, think about this. You can upgrade your customers to the position of managing representative, and guess what? Those people, more often than not, they always say, "Oh, this is expensive." Well, it wouldn't be expensive if they were making money, and it wouldn't be expensive if they could buy it for the lowest discounted price. So it makes good sense to be a part of the buyers club. That's what you look at. It. People go to Costco and BJ's and they subscribe to all kinds of things. And I mean, if you got an American Express, those things don't come free. Except this time you're going to get paid to play in the game. And once people see it, the pattern's going to continue. The group multiplies and it gains momentum. And that's when you get promoted to higher leadership positions. And each one of those positions, by the way, gives you a nice raise. A bigger raise percentage-wise than you'll ever get working in the world. I'm telling you, no company out there is going to pay you what we'll pay you for moving through the system. Okay, so you can become an Excel managing representative for a fee, and it's a fee. I never talk about cost. All right, it's $299.97. So you're going to pay a monthly administrative fee of $14.97. Why do I say it doesn't cost you anything? Because I want you to change your mindset about this. This is a business. You're not buying a retail operation where you got to rent a space. You got to buy an inventory. You got to pay somebody to help you. You got to get up in the morning, open the door, close it at night, put the security system on. Oh, my goodness. If you stop and think, there might be a lot of dough in pizza. It costs a lot of dough to open one up. So it doesn't cost anything. We're going to show you how to get that $300 back very, very quickly. If you just do what we recommend and help other people gather customers, that money comes back to you. Oh, yeah, Bob, but what about $14.97 a month? That's a lot of money. Quit whining. Because as you move through the system, it doesn't take very long where you're going to be getting paid commission on the customers that are coming into your organization. Not only your customers, but the customers that are gathered by the people in your organization. Well, in a short period of time, believe me, you're going to be making more than $14.97. So how much does the business cost you? It costs you nothing. So just put the money up front. That's the fee to get started. As a matter of fact, I think that fee exists for one good reason. So people do have skin in the game. By the way, if you don't have any money, that's okay. I've been without money before. We've got an independent rep position, costs you nothing. It's a no cost entry. And we'd rather have you with us talking about Nextel than against us. All right, so don't be against Nextel. Come on in. If you don't have any money, we don't care. We'll help you get going. You're going to start to say this is fun. You're going to gather a few customers. You're going to want to buy the product yourself ultimately, and there's no better way to buy it than at the best discount. Okay, so yeah. As a matter of fact, going back to this managing representative position, we encourage everybody that hears about the opportunity to become a managing representative for that reason. The benefits that we've discussed are tremendous. Save money, make money, be a part of the team. You're with us, and we'll love you to death. Promise. So I got to ask you a couple questions here. Do you know 3 people who are in pain or they're suffering from arthritis? People who can't sleep or they're anxious or depressed. I always jump in. Hey, I've had all these. I've had all of them. And every now and then, some of them come back. I gotta take care of myself the older I get. The fact of the matter is, I can sleep all night. Don't even have to get up to go down you know where. Okay? All you got to do is tell people about Nextel CBD and say, hey, this can change your life. Just give it a shot. So anyway, it all started with a problem. Roy, I'm going to bring you on in a couple of minutes just so we can say hey and give everybody some encouragement here. What is the problem? People are sick, and some of them are dying. 115 people a day. That's sickening to me. But we've got a solution, CBD and financial freedom. Come on, let's help some people do this. Our presentation was a brief overview of Nextel and our commitment to help you get started. That's what we do. It's really simple. I was changing my mind for a while, but we've enhanced the program with so many opportunities. It gets simpler and more simple every day. Again, I'm Bob Torsi. You're going to be hearing from me often. You're going to be healing as a result of me. We discussed 3 topics: our company, Nextel, the products, what we do, and what's in it for you if you join us. Now it's your turn to make a decision. Will you join us on the path to wealth and wellness, or are you going to pass? These things don't come along every day. Well, let me say, there are a lot of things that come along every day, but there are a few things that have the power of our comp plan and the power of our product. So I got to ask you, if we can get you started, coach you to your first couple of promotions, get on the calls with us. We're going to make that simpler too, and Roy and I will talk about it in a minute. I got to ask you this. Can you think of any reason why you shouldn't do this? You're going to have a rough time doing it, I'll tell you. I'll get to you. I want to thank you for your attention and your interest. Roy, you're going to be up in 30 seconds. So here's what we want to do. We want you to get with the person who invited you on this call and have your questions answered. You're going to have some. We don't want to spend all night on the phones to get in time for bed. All right? Join us now. We're going to help you. We look forward to having you with us. So before I bless you, I'll bless you now. It's not that I can bless you, but I'm blessed every day, and I pass it on to my friends. So before we say goodnight, I've got Roy on the phone. Roy, are you there?
Yes, sir. I am here.
Well, thank you for being so patient. It's 9:24. Do you think in 6 minutes you can chime in about what? Yeah, you can do it in 6 minutes. You can chime in about what was accomplished, what we see in trouble, what's coming out. Just bring us up to speed. I don't want to steal your thunder, so blow and go, and we'll say goodnight to everybody, bud.
Sure. I appreciate that. Yeah, so we have some big things that we tackled finally over the last few weeks, and you know, it's to say it's been a little challenging. You know, it definitely has been. But, you know, that's the good thing about our executive team, including the CEO all the way to the top. Steve has been on this. He's been in the trenches with us. Sorry, I got a truck driving by. Sorry if it's a little noisy. Anyways, Steve's been in the trenches with me, with us, with the whole team, getting these things ironed out and everything else. We talked a little bit about the banking woes in the hemp and CBD industry on Saturday. But, yeah, so we ran into another hiccup Monday, but we got all that squared away, and so we're in a good spot though. We're in a really good spot as far as some of the back end systems that we've been struggling with, and I don't want to harp on it too much, but the field knows what's going on. They're feeling it just like we were, and so all I can say is we can all breathe a little easier now. Commission's hitting banks tomorrow, and we've got a lot of good things coming up. I'll even share a little quick story. I got a call from a buddy of mine earlier today. His sister-in-law was in town for the holidays and got here and forgot she forgot her CBD, and she was a mess. She was fixing to go up to the local health food store and buy the junk that they sell. And of course my buddy's like, hold on, my buddy, you might be able to help us out. He might have some on stock. And luckily I have, a couple of extra bottles for a rainy day, just to make sure I don't run out. And because I am a product of the product, just like you always say, Bob, I won't go without my CBD. So anyway, so he sent her over to my house, and I sold her a bottle of 500 milligram tincture, and to get her through the holiday. She was going to be here all week, so she couldn't, she didn't want to be without it. So anyways, what I guess I want to say is that, me being in the technology side of things and everything else, technology is what it is. It's amazing, but it also can hinder us sometimes. And, there's things that we don't understand. And even me being a technology, the director of IT, I bang my head against the wall sometimes too, wondering why we can't get this right, or we can't do this right, or whatever else. But that's technology, and that happens everywhere. You may not notice it everywhere, but it happens everywhere. But the cool thing is that the product we have, the CBD, is amazing. It's amazing. You can't hardly look through your Facebook feed, through your social media feeds, through your news, through whatever else. It's popping up all the time because of the miraculous healing, natural healing abilities that it brings with it. And so, I hear story after story of people, I've referred, and people that have been referred to by others, how well they're doing on it, and how pain, like we say, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Well, it's amazing to hear how people have found this other option, which is CBD. So I say that to say this: the product is there. The product is amazing, and all we need to do is just embrace it and get out there and share it, like Bob's talking about. I mean, we've got new things coming in as far as reporting goes, as far as some other things coming down the pike that it's something we can all get super excited about. We're diversifying a little bit. I need to be quiet because I'll start talking about stuff we're not ready to start announcing yet, but there's good things coming from a marketing standpoint, from a collateral standpoint. Wendy is working her tail off trying to get some things in place and finish up so we can really make it even easier. And that's our goal. That's what we're doing as the executive team. We want to take away all the obstacles, all the red tape, and make it as easy as possible for you to get out there and let the product speak for itself, but have the tools you need to make sure that the product is speaking for itself. But anyway, so hold on. This ride's just getting started. Be sure to put your boots on and your seatbelts. Make sure they're tightened up and everything else, because we're heading there, and we'd love for y'all to join us. So if you're already on board, talking about Judy and Dr. Aguilar and many others. I mean, we talked about those two, but there's many others out there that have embraced it and that are just they're running 90 miles an hour with their hair on fire too with it, and their passion and dedication and just getting after it, and that's what it's all about. So Yeah. So, anyways, just my little short stint. We've got commissions coming in tomorrow, and we've got some other cool things, even some other things that you're probably not even thinking about in the CBD world coming down as well. That's going to help benefit everybody too. So, get ready. This is it's getting awfully fun. So. Thanks for letting me share a little bit, Bob, and thanks everybody for being on the call. I know it's holiday week and everybody's getting together with their families and everything else, and there's a lot to be thankful for. I mean, I'll tell you, I've got a lot to be thankful for too. As Bob always says, he's blessed. Well, you know what? I'm a blessed man too. I got a beautiful wife and 4 beautiful young boys that I get to try to raise and try to be a good dad for them. And but I'm very thankful for everything, and happy Thanksgiving to all of y'all and your families, and enjoy your family time this week. And you know what, take the opportunity while you're with family to talk about Nextel and CBD. If you've got some of those welcome essentials with you, make sure you take them to your family functions and things like that, and make sure you're bringing it up. You don't have to force it on anybody. It's going to come natural. Just do it. So anyways, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks, Bob, for letting me join in for a minute.
Thank you, Roy. It's good to have you on the call. Okay, everybody. We're going to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Obviously, we have much to be thankful for. And, as we look around, people in California in the fires, we got people overseas fighting, and that's not pretty. A lot of things. And here we are talking on the phone about CBD and making money, and each of us has our own challenge as well, but we got to be thankful that we are in the position that we're in. We're not going to have a call on Thursday. I'm probably we're going to have to send an SMS or text out to everybody saying a happy Thanksgiving, no call Thursday night. So I look forward to seeing you on the phone. Can I see you on the phone? Absolutely. You didn't know that. So, and you can see me too. Just get on the call on Saturday. Enjoy the holidays and talk it up. It's going to be good. Promise. God bless you all. Good night.